Do you wake up in the middle of the night with leg cramps, aching limbs, or trembling when you stand? That's your body sending out an SOS. Have you ever wondered why your body feels weaker even though you eat regularly? The answer lies in a seemingly harmless daily habit. Think eating healthy is enough? Think again. Reheating food the wrong way can undo all your efforts in just minutes. Did you know that improper reheating can destroy calcium, magnesium, and protein, critical nutrients for muscle health in older adults? Even worse, it can lead to muscle loss, reduced mobility, loss of independence, and a decline in self-confidence. Every time you reheat food the wrong way, you're unknowingly draining away the muscle mass you've spent a lifetime building. If you're watching this video, think back. How many times did you reheat food today? Comment your number below, and let's dive into today's topic. Reheating food seems simple, but not everyone does it right. Hello to all the beloved aunts, uncles, and elders watching Health Tips 365. Wishing you a relaxing and energetic day. As we all know, after the age of 60, the body becomes more sensitive, muscle loss happens more easily, and even small daily mistakes can lead to serious consequences. One of the most common but often overlooked mistakes is the way we reheat our food each day. It may sound simple, but reheating food the wrong way, or eating it improperly, can lead to the loss of precious muscle mass, causing fatigue, cramps, aches, and even affecting your heart and digestive health. In today's video, we will explore 5 serious mistakes when reheating food that people over 60 should avoid to keep the body flexible, muscles strong, and prevent nighttime muscle cramps. I will also share simple but effective tips to retain nutrients, help muscles relax, and function more smoothly each day. Feel free to leave your questions in the comments below. I, as a nutrition expert accompanying older adults, am always ready to answer and share knowledge so you can feel reassured, stay healthy, and live joyfully. And before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to other food. Share your ideas in the comments below. One simple, familiar fruit plays an important role in preventing leg cramps in older adults, the banana. Thanks to its naturally high potassium content, bananas help regulate muscle contractions, stabilize the nervous system, and maintain the body's electrolyte balance. As we age, the body becomes more prone to dehydration and muscle loss, leading to decreased potassium levels and a higher risk of painful nighttime cramps. Eating just one small banana a day is an easy and effective way to replenish potassium and keep muscles relaxed. The potassium in bananas works together with sodium and magnesium to keep muscle fibers calm and responsive, greatly reducing sudden spasms that can disrupt sleep, cause pain, and lead to lingering fatigue, especially in older adults with weakened circulation. Not all bananas are the same. Smaller, slightly green bananas contain more resistant starch and digest more slowly, making them ideal for those managing blood sugar levels. In contrast, larger, fully ripe bananas have higher natural sugar content. Besides potassium, bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, an essential nutrient that nourishes healthy nerves and helps alleviate symptoms like numbness, tingling, burning sensations, and restless legs, common issues many seniors silently struggle with each night. You can easily add bananas to your daily diet by slicing them into your morning oatmeal, blending them into smoothies with spinach and Greek yogurt, or simply eating a banana cool completely in the fridge first, then reheat it slowly at a moderate temperature. For oily or fatty dishes, it's best to use a non-stick pan to gently warm them up, which helps avoid harmful oxidized compounds. And if the food has already been reheated more than twice, it's best to throw it out. Don't try to save it. Your health is always more valuable than anything else. Make sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to Health Tips 365. We'll be talking much more about the small things that have a big impact on health in our later years. Up next, I'll tell you about mistake 2, something that seems beneficial but actually drains your muscle strength day by day. A common mistake many older adults make, especially when eating reheated dishes like braised meat, fried fish, eggs, or grilled meat, is not including vegetables or fiber-rich foods on the side. When we reheat high-protein meals without fiber, digestion becomes more difficult, nutrient absorption decreases, and protein can't fully do its job in nourishing the muscles. You might notice this through symptoms like feeling tired or bloated after eating, having indigestion, or even feeling weak or experiencing leg cramps at night despite eating balanced meals. These are clear signs that the protein in your food isn't being effectively metabolized by your body. A study in Japan found that older adults who consume enough protein daily but lack vegetables have a 32% higher risk of muscle loss compared to those who eat the same amount of protein but include vegetables to aid digestion. This is because fiber helps the intestines absorb nutrients more slowly and steadily, preventing sudden spikes and drops in energy. Moreover, a lack of vegetables and fiber can easily lead to constipation, and chronic constipation can affect the liver, brain, and leave the body feeling heavy and sluggish. When the body can't properly eliminate toxins, muscle regeneration also slows down, leading to weaker muscles, especially in the calves and shoulders. When you eat fiber alongside your meals, your blood sugar levels also stay more stable, helping you avoid dizziness, lightheadedness after eating, or that lingering fatigue in the afternoon. In other words, with just a simple combination, you're not only helping your muscles absorb nutrients better, but also improving your overall gut health and immune system. So which foods should be reheated and which ones shouldn't? This is something very important that you need to pay close attention to. Safe to reheat: white rice, vegetable soups, pumpkin soup, oatmeal porridge, and cooked lean meats, only reheated once. Not recommended to reheat: boiled eggs, leafy green vegetables as they can produce harmful nitrites, fried potatoes, lose nutrients and can release toxins when refried, mushrooms, and seafood such as shrimp, squid, or fish that has already been cooked for too long. When using a microwave, you should use a proper microwave-safe cover. Avoid high-power settings and stay away from non-microwave safe plastic containers, since harmful chemicals can leach into the food when heated. It's also a good idea to divide your food into smaller, meal-sized portions to avoid reheating the same food multiple times. If you need to store food for longer, portion it into glass containers, label them with the date, and use the oldest ones first. You should also avoid reheating food directly in plastic or foam containers, as high temperatures can break down these materials and negatively impact your long-term health. Mistake number 3 that I want you to watch out for is reheating food before it's fully thawed or heating it unevenly. You've probably taken frozen food out of the freezer and rushed to reheat it quickly in the microwave to eat right away, right? It might seem harmless, but it can seriously affect your body's ability to digest and absorb nutrients, especially for older adults. When the inside of the food is still cold while the outside is already hot, the uneven temperature can cause the protein to break down unevenly, meaning only part of the food is properly reheated, while the rest may still be cold or, worse, become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria due to insufficient heating. Eating food that hasn't been evenly reheated forces the digestive system to work harder, which can lead to bloating, indigestion, and leave you feeling tired after a meal, instead of energized. Over time, this also affects the absorption of amino acids, which are essential building blocks for muscle. This is especially true for dishes like braised meat, frozen fish, thick soups, or oily foods. If they're not fully thawed and thoroughly reheated, they become the perfect environment for bacteria like Salmonella or Listeria to grow, increasing the risk of diarrhea, stomach pain, or food poisoning. Let frozen food thaw slowly in the refrigerator instead of leaving it out at room temperature or using hot water. When reheating, make sure to stir or mix the food between heating intervals, especially when using a microwave. For thicker dishes like porridge, soup, or stews, it's best to reheat them on the stove in a small pot, stirring gently and allowing the entire dish to come to a full, even boil to ensure safety. If you've ever eaten food that was still a bit cold on the inside, feel free to share your experience in the comments below so we can all learn from it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on Health Tips 365 to keep receiving helpful daily health tips. Mistake number 4 is using the wrong containers when reheating food in the microwave. You might not realize it, but the type of bowls, plates, containers, or plastic wrap you use to reheat food can directly affect the quality of your meals and your health. Many people have the habit of reusing old plastic containers, thin plastic plates, or takeout boxes and putting them straight into the microwave. But not all plastics are safe for high temperatures. Regular plastics, when heated, can break down and release harmful chemicals like BPA or phthalates, substances that can disrupt hormones and negatively affect the liver, kidneys, and even muscle regeneration. This is especially concerning for older adults, as the body's ability to detoxify is no longer as strong. Over time, the buildup of these chemicals can increase the risk of chronic diseases and weaken the entire muscular and skeletal system. So what should you use to reheat food in the microwave? Here's a list I recommend you remember. Safe to use: heat-resistant glass containers, ceramic or porcelain bowls, or plastic containers clearly labeled microwave safe on the bottom. Avoid using reused plastic takeout containers, thin plastic plates, plastic wraps without clear safety labels, and especially metal items, which are extremely dangerous in the microwave. A little tip I'd like to share with you today: keep a few small glass containers on hand, around 300 to 500 milliliters, to store individual meal portions. They're convenient and much safer for reheating. Mistake number 5 is not checking the smell and texture of food after reheating. Dear friends, after the age of 60, our sense of taste and smell naturally becomes less sensitive. This makes it harder for many people to tell whether reheated food, especially leftovers from the day before, has started to spoil. The danger is, even if just a small portion of the food has gone bad and it's not immediately obvious, it can still lead to bloating, diarrhea, or worse, intestinal infections. For younger people, the body might recover in a few days. But for older adults, a weaker digestive system and declining immunity make it easier for bacteria to invade, disrupting nutrient absorption. This is one of the hidden reasons why the body gradually weakens and muscles shrink over time without being noticed. My advice to you: every time you reheat food, after heating, take a moment to smell it carefully and check for any unusual odors, strange oil films, or changes in texture. If something doesn't seem right, don't hesitate to throw it out. One portion of food tossed today could save you from a week in the hospital. You can also follow this simple tip. When preparing food for refrigeration, label it with the cooking date and always use the older items first. And don't forget the 2-time rule, meaning a dish should only be reheated once after it's first cooked. So starting today, every time you reheat food, make it a habit to check with your eyes, smell with your nose, and trust your instincts. If you're unsure, ask yourself, is this food really worth risking my health for? If the answer is no, don't hesitate to let it go. If you agree with this, leave a comment saying, I will carefully check every time I reheat food, because I truly believe that even a small change each day can make a big difference in your health. We've just gone through 5 seemingly small mistakes when reheating food, but ones that can have a major impact on health, especially for those over 60. From improper reheating, using the wrong containers, lacking fiber, to not checking food carefully before eating. These may seem minor, but they have the power to silently weaken the body if we're not paying attention. But the great news is, we absolutely have the power to change. Just one small adjustment each day, like choosing glass containers instead of plastic, adding a few boiled vegetables next to your reheated meat, or simply smelling the food before eating, means you're giving yourself the chance to live a healthier, more independent, and happier life. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. If today's tips were helpful to you, please hit the like button, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to Health Tips 365 so I'll have even more motivation to keep sharing useful advice. And if there's anything you're concerned about, like frequent muscle cramps, trouble sleeping, poor appetite, or wanting to regain strength in your legs and arms, don't hesitate to leave a comment. I always read them and will be here to support you on your journey to better health each day. See you in the next videos, where good health always begins with simple, caring habits. Tingling, burning sensations, and restless legs. Common issues many seniors silently struggle with each night. You can easily add bananas to your daily diet by slicing them into your morning oatmeal, blending them into smoothies with spinach and Greek yogurt, or simply eating a banana with a handful of almonds to add extra magnesium and muscle-friendly protein. The best times to eat bananas are in the morning after breakfast or in the afternoon when your body needs a boost of energy and electrolytes. It's better to avoid eating them too late at night, as the natural sugars may slightly affect sleep quality. Although bananas are generally very safe, seniors with chronic kidney disease or high blood sugar should consume them in moderation. If needed, you can substitute bananas with other potassium-rich foods like avocados, spinach, or coconut water, all safe and effective for supporting long-term muscle health. If you comment with the number 2, we'll suggest delicious daily meal ideas featuring bananas just for you. While bananas are a great source of potassium, avocados actually provide even more potassium and magnesium, 2 essential minerals for muscle function. In fact, a single avocado contains more potassium than a banana, along with healthy fats that support nerve health and help reduce inflammation. This soft, creamy fruit truly acts as a silent but powerful friend for your muscles, especially as you age. Thanks to its high levels of potassium and magnesium, avocado helps maintain muscle flexibility and stability, keeping your muscles strong even as they naturally weaken over time. The potassium in avocados helps balance electrolytes and promotes smooth muscle contractions, while magnesium supports muscle relaxation, reducing the risk of painful nighttime cramps, a common struggle many older adults silently endure. Even better, the heart-healthy unsaturated fats in avocados not only support cardiovascular health, but also naturally fight inflammation and help the body absorb vitamin D more effectively, boosting bone strength and helping prevent muscle weakness and osteoporosis in later years. Eating half of a small avocado daily, either with main meals or as a snack, is a simple yet powerful way to nourish your muscles, ease joint aches and fatigue, and enhance your flexibility and daily mobility. If you're not yet used to eating avocado, start by spreading it on whole grain bread with a slice of tomato for a light breakfast, or toss it into a salad with leafy greens and salmon for a delicious muscle and bone supporting lunch. The best times to enjoy avocado are during breakfast or lunch when your body needs healthy energy. It's better to avoid eating it too late at night to prevent feeling overly full or uncomfortable during sleep. When choosing avocados, pick ones that are just ripe, still firm to the touch, and avoid overly soft avocados with dark spots, as these may have lost valuable nutrients and lower the quality of your meal. If for any reason you need an alternative, you can switch to other potassium and magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, or coconut water to continue supporting strong muscles and steady, confident steps every day. Eggs are a valuable source of energy that nourish both muscles and nerves, thanks to their high-quality protein along with vitamin B12 and vitamin D, 3 essential nutrients that help keep muscles strong and the nervous system running smoothly. The protein in eggs provides the necessary building blocks to repair and rebuild muscle fibers that naturally weaken over time. It also helps prevent muscle loss and post-exercise soreness, which are common concerns for many older adults as they age. Vitamin B12 in eggs acts as a key player in nerve signal transmission, protecting the nerve sheath and improving reflexes, reducing the risk of numbness, tingling, and helping maintain balance, a critical factor in preventing falls among seniors. Beyond that, eggs are an excellent source of vitamin D, which is vital for effective calcium absorption, keeping bones strong and muscles well coordinated. This, in turn, helps lower the risk of muscle cramps that can cause persistent and painful nighttime spasms. You can easily incorporate eggs into your daily diet by boiling, steaming, or lightly frying them with a little olive oil. Pairing eggs with leafy greens like spinach or tomatoes adds an extra boost of vitamins and antioxidants, supporting the entire muscle-bone nerve system. The best time to enjoy eggs is at breakfast or lunch, when the body needs a good supply of protein and energy after a long night's rest or light physical activity. This supports muscle recovery and helps prevent lingering fatigue throughout the day. When selecting eggs, it's best to choose free-range or farm-fresh eggs with clear origins. Look for eggs with firm shells and bright, fresh yolks to ensure optimal nutrition and reduce the risk of contamination, making every meal safer and more nourishing. If you have underlying conditions related to high blood cholesterol, a smart approach is to eat one whole egg along with 1 to 2 additional egg whites. This way, you still get plenty of muscle-supporting nutrients while keeping your daily fat intake under control. All the foods we've explored today each play a special role. Bananas and sweet potatoes help replenish potassium to keep muscles contracting smoothly. Avocados and almonds provide magnesium and healthy fats to soothe nerves and relax muscles. Spinach and pumpkin seeds deliver essential minerals to prevent silent deficiencies that can trigger sudden cramps. Each food is like a small puzzle piece, but when combined, they create a natural, comprehensive, and sustainable solution to help you conquer one of the most common challenges of aging: muscle cramps and muscle weakness. If you found today's information helpful, don't forget to hit the like button to support us in continuing to bring you more valuable health tips. Feel free to leave a comment below, ask a question, or share any topics you'd like us to cover in the future. And be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any helpful tips or healthcare advice in our upcoming videos. Wishing you strength, happiness, and vibrant energy with every step you take.